In today's video, we're talking about dogs. To help us with the conversation, we sat down with a longtime friend of mine and long-term member of the community here in Nashville, Tennessee, to talk about her dogs.
I'm Samantha Lafferty. I am an outdoorsy person.
Hey Samantha, tell us about your dogs.
Well, I've got two big-ish dogs. One who grew up hiking because I got him as a puppy. And the other one didn't really go on any hikes, and she was my husband's before we met. And she didn't really go on hikes until she met me. But, you know, I got the Miles, the big floofy one, to be my hiking buddy. I mean, that's why I picked him specifically. You know, I was looking to different, you know, what dogs handle trails best and stuff like that. And I picked a bigger breed because they have a little bit more stamina and they can go a little bit longer. And it's a handful, but it's really a joy, and I love seeing them enjoy it so much too. They get very excited and they know what hike means.
What's been the biggest challenge hiking with dogs?
I mean, you have to bring all their stuff with you. In our case, the dogs have backpacks, so they carry their own food and water, and they carry their own sleeping bags and sleeping pads. But you know, you have to bury their poop too, so that's an extra, you know, job for you. And we carry a lead. Actually, we let them carry the lead. And so you have to be more mindful of the damage that they're doing in the area that you're at. So I prefer to go to places where they're more used so that the area is not as delicate. You know, like a standard campground, maybe not like really backcountry, is probably better because they're going to trample things. That's just what they do. They don't understand the difference. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think it's not nearly as difficult as I was kind of making it out to be. But with Pepper, because she's not very socialized, Brian didn't get her until she was an adult, and so it was, you know, the damage was done. So we have to be careful that the trail's not busy, because if we come across people with another dog, then she goes crazy and she's just like and then so if it's a really busy trail, then you spend most of your time just like holding her back or stepping off the trail to let other people pass, and it just ruins the experience. But if you get a really good hot trail with not many people or no people on it, then it's so nice. It's such a pleasure seeing them, you know, sniffing at all the different things and wondering what they're smelling, and then sleeping with them is kind of nice too, because if it's really cold, which we like to do colder backpacking trips sometimes, they're extra heat, especially this fluffy one right here. They're good cuddlers.
What surprised you most about hiking with dogs?
I'm surprised how well behaved, well, not this one so much, but when I made the transition, I was surprised how well behaved Miles was. He just wants to stay by me. He doesn't want to get too far away from me, and yeah, that was one of my biggest concerns about having a dog, was it getting lost in the woods or getting eaten up by a bear or something like that, you know, or a coyote or something like that. It was just really nice that he's just like, well, I'm gonna stay with Mom. Oh wait, Mom's too far behind. I need to stop, wait for her to get closer, and then we can go.
Any big lessons you'd like to share?
I can only take one at a time. That's one thing about it. Like if I'm hiking alone, I can only take one dog. I can't take them both. It's too much to handle with one person. So, I mean, with my dogs, at least one dog, one person. And Miles is just the easier dog to hike with. So if I have to pick, it's usually going to be Miles. Sorry, Pepper, I love you.
Samantha, thank you so much for joining us today, sharing with us your experience. On a personal note, I don't have any dogs, and both of my cats are terrible hiking companions. If you have any good tips or suggestions or want to share an experience about hiking with dogs or other animals on the trail, please leave a comment down below. And if you're part of our Nashville hiking community, we'll see you on the trail.